Okay. All right. Terry Shropshire, editor-at-large, Rolling Out TV, Rolling Out Sports. We're here with the legendary William Rhoden of the New York Times. We just wanted to ask you a few questions in regards to the Super Bowl, and you know what I'm saying. What's your feel about how this game is going to play out?
Great question, man. I mean, obviously it's great every year. I kind of like Pittsburgh, although they're the underdogs. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I was thinking that probably the one thing Pittsburgh has to do two things. I think the number one is sort of in reverse. I think they've got to stop Green Bay from passing. In other words, everybody says, take away the run, make it one-dimensional. I agree with the one-dimensional part, but I'm saying, you know what? Take away the pass. I double team everybody. They got these 4 wide receivers. I double team them all. 3 guys say, okay, run, make them run, make them. Because we're number 1 against the run.
Right.
So I mean, it's kind of unbelievable because you're talking about having 3 guys. But I say, okay, number 1, make them run. Period. On offense, if I'm Pittsburgh, I'm saying, okay, you guys have a hell of a secondary, but you're 26 against the run. I'm gonna run.
Right.
I'm gonna run.
Right.
I'm gonna run.
Make them run, and then you run.
Yeah, make them. That's clearly I don't get paid for this.
Right.
But I get paid for this.
Right.
But so that's what I do. I mean, that's what I do.
Okay. Talk to us about the Tony Dungy coaching tree. It's been pretty impressive. 5 black coaches and 5 Super Bowls in 5 years. What does that mean for the future? What do you think it means? What it means?
Well, what should it mean?
Or should it mean?
What it should mean is that the NFL in terms of coaching will look like the defensive secondary. I mean logically, that's what all this shit should look. I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
That's what all this stuff should look at. The league is 65-70% black. So you would just think that over a period of 20 years, 15, 20 years, just in a normal evolution of things, that guys play and then they percolate into coaching, then head coaching, then executive. You would think that you wouldn't just have 65% of the field,
is that what it is, Steve?
And then 90% of the power being white. You think that it would, so logically, you would think that having Dungy, then Lovie Smith, Mike doing what he's all in a very short amount of time would be wow, man. I think that we need to have more brothers coaching in the NFL. But here we are, 2011. I think you only have like 1 defensive coordinator. In fact, I don't think you have a offensive coordinator in the NFL. The one you had at Oakland, Hugh Jack, is now the head coach, and I think he may have been the only black offensive coordinator in the national one in 2011.
Yeah.
Now that's unbelievable, man. Now why is that? And I think that's the core. Why is that? Why isn't there a hue and cry about that kind of stuff? So anyway, to answer your question, you would hope that, once you start hoping, you lost. You can't hope, So yeah, you think that Mike's success and all that, but at the same time, I think you guys have to be a little more outspoken about this kind of workplace kind of stuff.
Like during Jabbar's younger days.
During any era where black folks want to get off their butt and say, man, we ain't at the promised land yet. Let's keep trudging. And I think that's why people in the media got to keep prodding these cats, although they're going to push back on us because nobody wants to hear it. Everybody wants to kind of live in a condo and live in a big house, but nobody wants to do the things to make building a house possible. So I hope that Mike's success helps, but you just never know.
Yes, sir. And when you prepare to cover a big game, we ask the players what they listen to, what their ritual is. When you go to a big game like the Super Bowl, what is your ritual?
Monk, Miles.
No, go ahead. Could we just finish this question?
Quickly.
Okay. All right. You said Miles?
I listen to a lot of music, listen to a lot of jazz, a lot of Monk, a lot of Train. Whoever the new cats. I listen to a lot of jazz and a lot of R&B and.
What kind of R&B? Like what era? Who? Marvin?
Mostly Marvin and the Temptations, and I listen to a lot of the hipper soul now. Whatever is a new variation of soul now. I can't call the names, but I know it when I hear
Jill Scott types and
Maxwell. Yeah, Jill Scott and I mean, I listen to XM radio.
Okay.
And I call Heart and Soul.
Yes,
they play
I listen
a lot
to
of cool stuff. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what. So that's my.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for taking the time.
Pleasure's mine, man.
We'll make sure we get.